In the ever-shifting landscape of public life, where tradition and change are in constant conversation, the stories we tell about the monarchy are always evolving. New narratives often take root, sprouting from the fertile ground of speculation, public curiosity, and the relentless churn of the media cycle. Recently, a story has emerged, one that suggests a seamless transition, as if one royal couple can simply step into the space left by another, as if the monarchy is a stage where roles are easily recast. The departure of Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, left a noticeable silence in the monarchy, a gap not just in public appearances but in the energy and perspective they brought to royal life. Now the media suggests Prince Edward and Sophie, the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, are being positioned to fill that void, stepping forward into a brighter spotlight. This idea is presented as a simple solution, a neat exchange, as if the monarchy can be balanced by swapping out one set of faces for another. But this narrative is a mirage. It dissolves upon closer inspection, revealing the complexities beneath the surface. The roles within the royal family are not interchangeable parts in a machine. Each position is shaped by history, personality, and the unique contributions of the individual. Each member brings their own distinct role and purpose, shaped by their experiences, passions, and the causes they champion. Suggesting one can be swapped for another misunderstands what makes them special. The monarchy is not a puzzle where any piece will fit. It is a living institution defined by the people within it. Headlines declare the Edinburghs the new stars, ready for a more prominent role, as if they are simply stepping into a script already written. This framing offers stability to an institution facing change, but it oversimplifies the reality. The monarchy's strength lies not in replacement but in adaptation. It ignores the profound differences between the two couples, their histories, passions, and connections to the world. Harry and Meghan brought a global perspective and a willingness to challenge tradition, while Edward and Sophie have quietly built a reputation for dedication and service. The story of replacement is compelling, but it isn't the truth. The reality is far more nuanced, shaped by the personalities and choices of those involved. The truth is more complex. It's a story of evolution, not substitution. The royal family has always changed with the times, finding new ways to connect with the public and remain relevant. The royal family is constantly adapting, not just filling vacancies. Each generation brings something new, building on the legacy of those who came before. The Edinburghs are stepping into a more visible role, but they are carving their own path, guided by their own values and experiences. Their journey is uniquely theirs, not a shadow of someone else's, but a new chapter in the ongoing story of the monarchy, one that reflects both continuity and change, and reminds us that every royal narrative is, at its heart, a story of individuals. The notion of a royal replacement is not something that arises naturally within the monarchy itself. It's a narrative carefully crafted and amplified by the media. Over the years, the press has played a pivotal role in shaping public perceptions of the royal family, often blurring the line between fact and fiction to create compelling stories that capture attention and sell newspapers. Outlets like The Sun, along with a chorus of royal commentators, have been instrumental in constructing this storyline. They present Edward and Sophie as the perfect antidote to the so-called disruption caused by Harry and Meghan's departure, framing the couple as the steady hands needed to restore order. This narrative is designed to reassure the public, subtly suggesting that the monarchy's stability remains unshaken no matter the internal changes or controversies. It's a classic story arc, chaos followed by order, built on direct comparison between the old and the new, the controversial and the conventional. The Edinburghs are consistently described as dutiful, loyal and uncontroversial, while the Sussexes are often painted as disruptive outsiders. This contrast is repeated in headlines and commentary, reinforcing a simple, digestible drama. The media thrives on this kind of storytelling, heroes and villains, insiders and outsiders, because it's easy to understand and stirs strong emotions among readers. But ultimately, it's a tale designed to sell papers and generate clicks, not to reflect the complex reality of royal life or the individuals involved. In the process, complex individuals with unique motivations and histories are reduced to one-dimensional characters, their real stories lost beneath sensational headlines and simplified narratives. The media's motivation is twofold: to bolster the monarchy's image in the eyes of the public and to diminish the impact and legacy of the Sussexes by suggesting their absence is easily remedied. By implying that Harry and Meghan are easily replaced, the press sends a message that their contributions were never truly unique or essential to the royal institution. Yet this narrative conveniently ignores the lasting changes the Sussexes brought to the royal conversation on issues like mental health, diversity, and modernising the monarchy's image. It's an attempt to smooth over cracks, to present a flawless facade to the world, even as real challenges and divisions persist behind palace walls. But the royal family isn't a cast of actors to be swapped in and out at will. Each member brings their own history, personality, and influence, shaping the institution in unique ways. The Edinburghs continue their service in their own way, quietly supporting the crown, while the Sussexes forge a new path outside tradition, using their platform to champion causes close to their hearts. These are two separate, parallel journeys, distinct roles shaped by personal choices and circumstances, not interchangeable parts in a media-scripted drama. The real story is far more nuanced than the headlines suggest. When Prince Harry and Meghan Markle stepped onto the world stage, they brought a new energy to the monarchy. They spoke openly about mental health, sharing personal struggles and connecting with millions. Meghan's presence brought conversations about cultural diversity and racial justice to the forefront. Their platform championed social equality and empowerment, especially for women and girls of colour. The Sussexes weren't content with tradition. They wanted to create tangible change. They resonated with a younger, more diverse audience, reflecting values of authenticity and social justice. Their impact is measured not by engagements attended, but by the conversations they started and perspectives they changed. Their legacy is uniquely theirs, a light that cannot be replicated. The idea that Edward and Sophie could seamlessly replace Harry and Meghan is a modern fiction. It's a narrative that's gained traction in the wake of the Sussexes' departure, but it oversimplifies the unique roles each couple plays within the royal family and in the public eye. While both couples are undeniably dedicated to their royal duties, the paths they've chosen and the way they resonate with the public are fundamentally distinct. Their stories, backgrounds, and the causes they champion set them apart in ways that can't be easily bridged. The notion of royal replacement is a comforting story for some, a way to maintain a sense of continuity. But it ignores the deeply human element of public service, the personalities, passions, and lived experiences that shape how each royal connects with the world. Harry and Meghan brought a disruptive, transformative energy to the monarchy, igniting global conversations on mental health, social justice, and the modern relevance of royalty. Their willingness to challenge tradition made them lightning rods for both criticism and admiration. Their approach was deeply personal and passionate, forging connections with people who often felt alienated from royal tradition. They made the monarchy feel accessible, relatable, and even vulnerable in ways rarely seen before. In contrast, Edward and Sophie embody a different form of royal duty, steadfast, dignified, and quietly committed to charity. Their work is often under the radar, focused on long-term support rather than headline-grabbing moments. They are dependable pillars within the royal family, offering a sense of stability and continuity. Unlike global celebrities, their influence is felt most strongly in the communities they serve, where their presence is a reassuring constant. Comparing them directly to the Sussexes is a disservice to the unique contributions each couple brings. Their strengths lie in different arenas, and their impact is measured in different ways. Edward and Sophie's role is to provide continuity and stability, upholding traditions and supporting the monarchy's enduring presence. They are not meant to replicate the Sussexes' influence, but to offer something equally valuable in their own right. The Sussexes sparked debate and forced institutional reflection, challenging the status quo and prompting conversations about change. The Edinburghs, meanwhile, offer steady support, ensuring the royal family remains grounded and connected to its roots. One couple is a lightning strike, sudden, electrifying and impossible to ignore. The other is the steady light of dawn, quietly illuminating the path forward with consistency and grace. Both forms of influence matter deeply, shaping the monarchy in ways that are complementary but not interchangeable. Each couple's legacy is built on their own terms, reflecting their values and vision. True impact within the royal family is not about filling someone else's shoes, but about creating one's own space, leaving a mark that is authentic, meaningful, and uniquely one's own.